say as a judge for this book is that I'm coming from two different perspectives. I think one of the perspectives is more of a technical side, because I talk more about the structure, the balance, the mouthfeel, the mid-palate, the entry, and the finish of the wines, which are really important to me. We've tasted some wines that have wood chips, but they were not negative in any possible way. The way they used the wood chips were valuable and added to the quality of the wine. Some are lightly wooded, some heavily wooded, and it's tough to judge them now. These wines possibly would develop beautifully, but unfortunately, I think the consumer these days is not really keeping these wines until they do develop. It's only the collectors. So one has to judge it in possibly what it's going to be drinking like in the next year. I don't mark those down. I'm just thinking if only they could develop, but they won't. They'll be down the hatch very soon. And this is what this book's all about. What are people drinking?
What's been very clear for me, I would say, the last 2 days, is that there are certainly some producers that are perhaps a little over-ambitious in terms of the price that they're putting on their wines. And that's going to be a very interesting thing, particularly this winter when people are very price sensitive. There are some great wines out there, but you need to perhaps ask the people who are going to be selling your wines, are you going to be able to sell it at this price? And I don't know if perhaps enough winemakers and wineries are having that kind of conversation with their customers. I think it would be a valuable one to have, to be honest.
Basically, on the white wines, first of all, we're looking at the price. With all the financial crisis that we have, you're looking at having something that's going to be quality, but with a cheaper price as well, which obviously I've already come across a lot of those. It's been the positive side of things, most especially with me looking for cheaper wines. I've been very much happy, and I must say to them, they must keep it up, but definitely always looking at that price. Try to keep as low as possible.
I think that the guide actually could be quite a useful tool for wine producers. It seems to me that their focus ought to be to close the gap between the people who make the wine and the people who drink the wine, because if you can close that gap, then what you're actually doing is that you are putting people in touch with what they're actually consuming and putting the makers in touch with what people want to drink. And I think the guide will help bridge that gap very much.